Hi guys, I'm Ram Agarwal. You are watching my channel 52 Pixels. Let's get started. Hi guys, in today's tutorial we are going to see at a little ignored part of Photoshop that is called the remove background feature. So I guess you've been wondering a long time that if I just want to remove the background. So you even if you are following along since all those 141 tutorials, you must have been thinking that is there an easier way to make the selection and just remove the background. So if I just want this cup and I don't want the background, you can just go to the quick selection tool, and easier way you can just select this like using the quick selection tool. Or we have learned various different techniques of using select, as we have learned color range, we have learned focus area, we have learned subject, we've learned almost everything that Photoshop provides to us: lasso tool, magnetic lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool, magic wand tool. So we've learned everything, but still there are some tools that require lots of efforts, and you must be thinking, I don't even want to do that. I can just click I can just make one single click and I can just relax, so that Photoshop does all the work and just gives me the original image without the background. So well, yeah, there's one tool that Photoshop provides to us that is called the remove background tool, as I already mentioned, and I've been ignoring it since long because I don't know why, but it was just in front of my eyes and I never noticed that tool until yesterday, and so I decided to make this tutorial for you guys. So today we are just going to jump back into Photoshop and let's see how to work with the remove background tool. So in this image, as I said, we can either use the quick select tool and then do the masking to get the mask of this image with there's no background, the transparent background. Or what you can do is just double click on this one and rename it, just so that you get rid of that lock that bothers Photoshop too much apparently. So once you get rid of that lock, what you can do is just scroll down in the properties tab, and over here we've seen select subject, but we never noticed this part that said remove background. So once I tap on this remove background, what happens is that Photoshop is just going to identify the main object in the image, and everything that is in opposite contrast to that object, it is going to mask it out. So as you can see over here, the main teacup that I wanted has been properly masked out and the background is just removed, so that I have this image. So it's really sharp, it's really intelligent of Photoshop. I don't have to do anything now. But yeah, again, it's one and the same thing, using the quick select tool and masking, or just double tapping, renaming, and then tapping on remove background. So it's almost the same thing, but some of you might wanna learn this new trick. So here I am. Now let's try to work with this one. So again, there are some limitations like other selection tools in Photoshop. Just like that, even now in remove background tool, there are a lot of exceptions, and one of the major exceptions that almost every select tool faces is that the contrast detection. So with human eyes, we can notice that okay, this part is the main part of the cup and this is the background because it has a little different contrast. But Photoshop reads it as a black color and it is in opposite contrast to this white one, so it is not going to select that. And same way with this one. So if I just want to remove the background, so by background what I mean is that I want to keep the cup and the book intact, but this dark background which is there, I just want to remove it. But Photoshop, what it will do is it will just select this part because it is in focus, rest everything like the book is out of the focus. So it is just going to select the cup and mask everything out. So let's see what Photoshop does with this tool. So again, I'll just rename this one, and we've got rid of the lock basically. Now I can just go to remove background. Again, it's going to take some time to analyze the image, but as I expect, it is not going to work that well. So just the way as I expected, it didn't select the book, that's first thing. Secondly, the edge is not sharp here because of the contrast. The parts where the contrast was clean and understandable enough, it has selected that part, but the part where the contrast was not that understandable by the you can say by the image recognition system of Photoshop, it just didn't work that well. So to refine this, you can either go to select subject and then work around with the selection, or what you can do is just I'm sorry, what you can do is just go to the original mask and then using the brush you can refine your selections. So it's totally dependent on what you want, but either ways you have to work around if you get such creepy selection actually. Anyway, so now let's moving on to this one. This one actually I don't hope for a good result. It's because of the contrast. There's not much clearer contrast, although this part is like very well in focus while everything else is blurred, so it might select it, but still I don't have like high hopes. It's because of the contrast. So let's try it out. I'll double tap and rename it as layer 0 just to get rid of that lock. And now what we are going to do is just go to remove background and relax. So it is going to do its work in the background, and okay, so that's quite a good selection actually. So I was not expecting this, although there are some bits and pieces missing. So like this one over here, it has been removed, and this one has been added over here. So as you can see, the selection is not that proper, but it's still workable because I know that okay, this part is a little extra, so I can remove this, I can remove that, I can add this one using select and mask. So yeah, we have options and we can work around with that. But actually this one was surprisingly good because if you see the details over here, a single page is not left out, it's selected properly. But yeah, again there are some problems like in the corners, like this one, like this corner. So there are a lot of issues, but yeah, it's a helpful tool actually, and you can definitely work around with that. You can just go to select and mask and work around, or you can just use the brush and remove the unnecessary images, unnecessary parts of the image using black color and add using the white color. So it's totally usable, but sometimes it just messes up somewhat like this. So anyways, that's it for today guys. If you found the video to be helpful, please like the video, and in case of any queries or suggestions, please feel free to reach out to me through the comments. With that being said, it's me Agarwal signing off for the day. See you in the next one. Thank you.